Joy Anna Duggar, a member of the well-known Duggar family from TLC's *19 Kids and Counting*, and later *Counting on*, has always been in the public eye due to her upbringing within a deeply conservative Christian household. The Duggars are known for their strict adherence to traditional values, including courtship practices that emphasize purity before marriage. However, Joy Anna recently opened up about breaking one of these major courtship rules with her husband, Austin Forsyth, sparking conversations among fans and critics alike. Growing up as part of the Duggar family meant living under a set of guidelines designed to preserve moral integrity and faith-based principles. Among these was the concept of courtship, a practice distinct from dating, where romantic relationships were approached with intentionality and parental involvement. Courtship often involved chaperoned interactions, limited physical contact, and an emphasis on spiritual compatibility over emotional or physical attraction. For many years, Joy Anna adhered to these expectations, presenting herself as someone who valued the teachings instilled by her parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. When she began courting Austin Forsyth, it seemed like another chapter in the storybook life that viewers had come to expect from the Duggar daughters. Austin, a devout Christian himself, appeared to be a perfect match for Joy Anna, sharing similar beliefs and aspirations. Their relationship progressed according to the norms of their community: public outings supervised by family members, group activities with mutual friends, and discussions centered around building a God-honoring future together. However, beneath this seemingly idyllic surface lay a secret that would eventually come to light. Joy Anna admitted to breaking one of the most sacred rules of courtship by engaging in premarital intimacy with Austin. This revelation sent shockwaves through both her personal circle and the wider audience familiar with the Duggar family's reputation for upholding traditional values. In a candid moment, Joy Anna decided to address the issue head-on, explaining how she and Austin crossed a line during their courtship period. While they never explicitly detailed the nature of their actions, it is widely understood that they engaged in behavior considered inappropriate outside of marriage within their conservative framework. Such behaviors could range from kissing beyond what is deemed modest to more intimate acts that violate the boundaries set by their faith tradition. Joy Anna described the experience as a learning opportunity rather than a source of shame. She acknowledged feeling conflicted at the time, torn between her desire to honor her beliefs and the natural emotions that arose in the context of a deepening relationship. "We weren't perfect," she admitted, "but we learned so much through that season about forgiveness, grace, and striving to do better." Her openness about the matter reflects a shift in perspective, one that prioritizes honesty and vulnerability over maintaining appearances. By choosing to share her story, Joy Anna not only humanized herself, but also challenged the notion that perfection is attainable or even desirable in matters of love and faith. The response to Joy Anna's admission was mixed, reflecting the diverse opinions held by those connected to the Duggar family. Some supporters praised her courage in speaking out, appreciating her willingness to confront past mistakes instead of hiding them. They viewed her transparency as a testament to growth and maturity, qualities essential for navigating life's complexities. Others, however, expressed disappointment, seeing her actions as a betrayal of the principles she claimed to uphold. Critics questioned whether her decision undermined the credibility of the Duggar family's teachings, particularly regarding courtship and purity culture. Social media platforms buzzed with debates, with some defending Joy Anna's right to evolve, while others lamented the perceived erosion of traditional values. Within the family, reactions varied as well. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar reportedly took the news in stride, emphasizing the importance of extending grace and supporting their daughter as she navigated her journey. Other siblings, such as Jill and Jessa, publicly rallied behind Joy Anna, highlighting the bond of sisterhood and shared experiences. Meanwhile, Younger members of the family may have looked to Joy Anna's example as a reminder that no one is immune to making errors, and that redemption is possible. Austin, too, played a pivotal role in addressing the situation. As someone equally invested in their relationship, he stood alongside Joy Anna, acknowledging their shared responsibility for the choices made during their courtship. Together, they framed the incident not as a failure, but as a stepping stone toward deeper understanding and commitment. One of the most significant takeaways from Joy Anna's story is the idea that imperfection does not equate to inadequacy. In a world that often glorifies flawless execution, whether in relationships, careers, or personal development, her willingness to embrace vulnerability serves as a powerful counter-narrative. By admitting to breaking a major courtship rule, she dismantled the illusion of perfection and invited others to reflect on their own journeys. For Joy Anna, the experience taught her valuable lessons about grace, not just receiving it from others, but extending it to herself. She realized that holding oneself to impossibly high standards can lead to unnecessary guilt and shame, emotions that hinder genuine connection and growth. Instead, she chose to focus on the positive aspects of her relationship with Austin, recognizing that their shared humanity strengthened their bond rather than weakened it. Moreover, Joy Anna's story underscores the importance of open communication in romantic relationships. Many couples face challenges when navigating differing expectations or societal pressures, and her example highlights the need for honest dialogue. By discussing their struggles openly, Joy Anna and Austin demonstrated that true intimacy stems not from avoiding conflict, but from working through it together. Perhaps the most profound impact of Joy Anna's revelation lies in its potential to redefine success in relationships. Traditionally, success has been measured by adherence to external standards, whether religious, cultural, or familial. Yet, Joy Anna's experience suggests that success might instead be defined by authenticity, resilience, and mutual support. Rather than viewing their misstep as a failure, Joy Anna and Austin reframed it as an opportunity to grow closer. They embraced accountability, sought guidance from trusted mentors, and committed to strengthening their foundation moving forward. In doing so, they illustrated that relationships thrive not despite imperfections, but because of them. It is through facing challenges together that partners learn to trust, forgive, and ultimately build something enduring. Joy Anna Duggar's decision to set the record straight about breaking a major courtship rule with Austin Forsyth represents more than just a personal anecdote. It speaks to universal themes of forgiveness, humility, and transformation. Her story resonates with anyone who has ever fallen short of their ideals, reminding us that grace extends far beyond our ability to meet expectations. By sharing her truth, Joy Anna invites others to let go of judgment, both of themselves and others, and instead embrace the messy beauty of real life. Whether you agree with her choices or not, there is undeniable power in her message that love, in all its forms, requires patience, understanding, and an unwavering commitment to growth. And perhaps, in the end, that is the greatest lesson of all. Jana Duggar, one of the eldest daughters in the well-known Duggar family from TLC's *Counting on*, has long been a figure of admiration and curiosity for fans of the show. Known for her gentle demeanor, strong faith, and dedication to her family, Jana is often seen as the epitome of grace under pressure. Over the years, viewers have watched her navigate life within the large Arkansas-based clan while carving out her own identity. Recently, however, Jana opened up about a deeply personal topic that resonated with many: her desire to become pregnant. For those unfamiliar with the Duggars, they are a devout Christian family who gained fame through their reality TV shows, which chronicle their lives rooted in traditional values, homeschooling, and an unwavering commitment to their faith. With parents Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar leading the way, the household grew to include 19 children, each named beginning with the letter J. Among these siblings, Jana stands out not only because she was the firstborn daughter, but also due to her quiet strength and nurturing nature. She has always played a pivotal role in helping raise her younger brothers and sisters, acting almost like a second mother at times. As Jana entered adulthood, she began stepping into new roles outside the home. Her passion for mission work and humanitarian efforts became evident early on, as she spent time volunteering abroad and serving communities in need. This aspect of her personality revealed a woman eager to make a difference in the world beyond her immediate family circle. Yet, despite her achievements and contributions, there remained one area where Jana's journey seemed incomplete: starting a family of her own. The decision to share her thoughts on wanting to become pregnant marks a significant moment for Jana. For years, fans speculated about when, or if, she would marry and start a family. Unlike some of her younger siblings, who quickly found spouses after turning 20, Jana took a slower approach to relationships, prioritizing her spiritual growth and service to others above all else. While this path earned her respect, it also left many wondering whether she harbored dreams of becoming a mother herself. In opening up about her desire to conceive, Jana offers a glimpse into a vulnerable side of herself that few had seen before. Pregnancy, for many women, represents more than just the biological act of carrying a child. It symbolizes hope, legacy, and the continuation of love across generations. For someone like Jana, whose upbringing revolved around close-knit familial bonds and shared responsibilities, the idea of creating such connections with her own children must feel both exhilarating and daunting. It's a dream grounded in deep emotion and spirituality, reflecting her belief that parenthood is part of God's plan for her life. What makes Jana's revelation particularly poignant is how candidly she addresses the challenges associated with realizing this goal. In today's society, conversations about fertility and conception are often fraught with stigma or discomfort. Many women struggle silently, fearing judgment or misunderstanding. By speaking openly, Jana breaks down barriers and encourages others to embrace their desires without shame. Whether she faces physical obstacles, uncertainties about timing, or simply the natural anxieties that come with embarking on such a monumental chapter, her willingness to discuss these issues serves as an inspiration to countless viewers navigating similar paths. Furthermore, Jana's comments highlight the intersection of modern expectations and traditional values. As a member of the Duggar family, she operates within a framework that emphasizes marriage and procreation as central components of a fulfilling life. At the same time, she exists in a broader cultural context where women increasingly define success and happiness on their terms. Balancing these influences requires introspection and courage, qualities Jana demonstrates by articulating her aspirations so honestly. Ultimately, Jana Duggar's admission about wanting to become pregnant reflects a universal human longing: the yearning to create, nurture, and leave behind something meaningful. It underscores her multifaceted identity as a devoted sister, compassionate caregiver, and aspirational future mother. Through her words, Jana invites us to consider what truly matters in our lives and reminds us that vulnerability can be a source of immense strength. As her story unfolds, audiences will undoubtedly continue to rally behind her, offering support and encouragement as she pursues this cherished dream. Delving deeper into Jana Duggar's emotional landscape reveals layers of complexity surrounding her desire to become pregnant. Her openness about this deeply intimate aspiration allows fans to connect with her on a profoundly human level. The journey toward motherhood, especially for someone raised in a high-profile environment like the Duggar household, carries unique pressures and expectations. For Jana, this process likely involves reconciling external perceptions with internal desires, navigating societal norms while staying true to her convictions. One cannot overstate the weight of expectation placed upon individuals from large families like the Duggars. With 18 siblings, including several married ones already raising their own broods, comparisons are inevitable. Each pregnancy announcement among her brothers and sisters may evoke mixed emotions: joy for their growing families, tempered by reflections on her timeline. These moments could amplify feelings of anticipation or even self-doubt, making Jana's resolve to express her maternal aspirations all the more courageous. Moreover, Jana's choice to prioritize mission work and community service over rushing into marriage sets her apart from typical narratives portrayed in media. Often, women in conservative households face implicit deadlines to settle down and reproduce. However, Jana defies these conventions, asserting control over her destiny by focusing on personal development and altruism first. This deliberate pacing speaks volumes about her maturity and intentionality, suggesting that her eventual transition into motherhood will be equally thoughtful and purposeful. Yet, no discussion of Jana's emotional journey would be complete without acknowledging the potential hurdles she might encounter. Even for someone as resilient and spiritually grounded as Jana, facing infertility or other reproductive health challenges could test her faith and patience. Such trials demand not only medical intervention, but also immense emotional fortitude. Sharing her hopes publicly means inviting scrutiny during what could become a difficult period, yet Jana seems prepared to handle whatever comes next with grace and dignity. Her transparency also fosters empathy and understanding among viewers grappling with similar struggles. Many women endure silent battles with fertility issues, fearing societal judgment or feeling isolated in their pain. By vocalizing her longing for pregnancy, Jana creates space for dialogue and solidarity. Her vulnerability transforms a private wish into a communal conversation, reminding others that they are not alone in their quests for fulfillment. Additionally, Jana's reflection on motherhood intersects beautifully with her existing roles as a mentor and caregiver. Having grown up assisting in the upbringing of numerous younger siblings, she possesses invaluable experience in nurturing young minds and hearts. This background undoubtedly shapes her vision of parenthood, infusing it with wisdom gleaned from years of hands-on practice. Imagining Jana applying these skills to her own children paints a heartwarming picture of continuity and legacy, a testament to the enduring impact of her upbringing. At its core, Jana's desire to become pregnant embodies a timeless quest for connection and meaning. Motherhood represents not merely the addition of another generation to the Duggar lineage, but an opportunity for Jana to forge profound bonds built on unconditional love and mutual growth. The prospect excites her precisely because it aligns with her deepest values: family, faith, and service. Each step forward brings her closer to fulfilling a destiny she believes divinely ordained. In sharing her story, Jana transcends the boundaries of celebrity culture, becoming instead a relatable figure whose dreams mirror those of countless women worldwide. Her candor dismantles stereotypes and invites meaningful engagement with topics often shrouded in secrecy. Rather than projecting perfection, Jana embraces authenticity, revealing flaws and fears alongside hopes and joys. This genuine portrayal endears her further to audiences, reinforcing her status as a beacon of compassion and resilience. As Jana continues exploring the path toward pregnancy, her emotional odyssey promises to inspire and educate. Every triumph and setback will resonate with viewers invested in her journey, offering lessons in perseverance, humility, and faith. Through her example, Jana teaches that embracing vulnerability does not diminish strength, it amplifies it, allowing individuals to confront life's uncertainties with courage and conviction. Jana Duggar's pursuit of pregnancy occurs against a backdrop of evolving societal attitudes toward family structures and gender roles. Raised in a household steeped in tradition, Jana navigates a delicate balance between honoring her roots and adapting to contemporary perspectives. This dynamic presents intriguing insights into how individuals reconcile inherited beliefs with emerging realities, particularly regarding women's autonomy and reproductive choices. Central to the Duggar ethos is the emphasis on large families and early marriages, principles derived from their interpretation of biblical teachings. Historically, such frameworks positioned women primarily as homemakers and caregivers, subordinating individual ambitions to collective family goals. While this model provided stability and cohesion, it sometimes constrained personal freedoms, limiting opportunities for self-expression outside prescribed roles. However, Jana exemplifies a shift occurring within even the most conservative circles. By delaying marriage and prioritizing educational pursuits alongside mission work, she carves out a niche distinct from previous generations. Her actions reflect broader trends wherein women increasingly assert agency over their lives, challenging outdated paradigms while retaining core tenets of faith and morality. Thus, Jana becomes emblematic of a hybrid identity, one that blends reverence for tradition with progressive ideals. This synthesis manifests vividly in discussions surrounding fertility and conception. Traditionally, women were expected to bear children promptly upon marriage, viewing barrenness as a source of shame or divine disfavor. Today, however, discourse around infertility acknowledges its prevalence and complexity, advocating for empathy and support rather than condemnation. Jana's willingness to engage openly with these topics signals a departure from rigid dogma, promoting nuanced conversations aligned with current understandings of reproductive health. Simultaneously, Jana remains committed to principles integral to her upbringing, notably the sanctity of marriage and the importance of raising children within loving, stable environments. Her desire to become pregnant stems not from societal pressure, but from a genuine conviction that motherhood constitutes a vital component of her life's purpose. This distinction underscores the compatibility of traditional values with modern sensibilities, demonstrating that adherence to certain customs need not preclude innovation or adaptation. Furthermore, Jana's stance illuminates the evolving role of religion in shaping reproductive decisions. Faith continues to play a pivotal role in guiding ethical considerations and providing solace during trying times. Yet, interpretations of religious doctrines now accommodate diverse viewpoints, recognizing that scriptural mandates can coexist harmoniously with scientific advancements. For instance, assisted reproductive technologies, ART, once deemed controversial, find increasing acceptance among religious communities, provided they align with moral guidelines emphasizing respect for human dignity. By integrating these elements, Jana crafts a narrative uniquely suited to her circumstances. She neither rejects nor blindly follows convention, opting instead for a middle ground informed by introspection and discernment. This approach enables her to honor her heritage while pursuing aspirations reflective of her era. Consequently, Jana emerges as a bridge between past and present, embodying the transformative potential inherent in balancing tradition with modernity. Ultimately, Jana Duggar's exploration of pregnancy encapsulates a broader cultural evolution. As societies grapple with shifting demographics, technological breakthroughs, and evolving definitions of family, figures like Jana offer valuable perspectives on navigating change without forsaking foundational beliefs. Their stories remind us that progress need not entail wholesale abandonment of cherished traditions. Rather, it invites thoughtful recalibration, ensuring relevance and resonance in an ever-changing world. Through her journey, Jana contributes to ongoing dialogues about women's rights, reproductive freedom, and the intersection of faith with contemporary lifestyles. Her courage in confronting these themes head-on inspires others to embark on similar quests for balance and authenticity. Regardless of the outcome, Jana's legacy will endure as a testament to the power of embracing complexity, fostering understanding, and championing inclusivity in discussions surrounding family, faith, and the future. Amy Duggar, a well-known figure from the reality TV show *19 Kids and Counting*, has long been in the public eye due to her family's unique lifestyle, values, and frequent appearances on television. The Duggars have always garnered both admiration and criticism for their conservative Christian beliefs, large family dynamics, and traditional approach to parenting. Recently, Amy found herself at the center of another controversy when she took to social media to share an update about her son Dax's budding modeling career. While some fans celebrated this milestone as a proud moment for the family, others were quick to criticize Amy for what they perceived as bragging or overstepping certain unspoken boundaries. The backlash began with a series of posts Amy shared on Instagram, where she showcased photos of Dax participating in professional photo shoots. In these captions, Amy expressed excitement and pride in her son's accomplishments, highlighting his natural talent and charm. She also mentioned how modeling could open doors for him in terms of future opportunities and confidence building. However, instead of receiving universal praise, Amy faced harsh comments from critics who accused her of being overly boastful and out of touch with humility, a value often emphasized by the Duggar family themselves. Critics argued that Amy's tone came across as self-congratulatory rather than simply celebratory. Some pointed out that while it's normal for parents to feel proud of their children's achievements, there's a fine line between sharing joy and appearing to flaunt one's success. For many followers, Amy crossed that line by repeatedly emphasizing Dax's natural gift and suggesting that he was destined for greatness in the industry. One commenter wrote, "It feels like she's not just proud, but trying to prove something. Like Dax is better than everyone else because he got into modeling so easily." Another added, "I thought the Duggars were supposed to be humble. This seems more about showing off than anything else." Others criticized Amy for potentially pushing Dax into the spotlight too early. Given the Duggar family's history of prioritizing privacy and modesty, especially regarding their children, some fans questioned whether modeling was truly aligned with their stated values. A few even speculated that Amy might be using Dax's newfound hobby as a way to stay relevant in the ever-changing world of reality TV fame. These accusations struck a nerve with those who had followed the Duggars since their early days on TLC, as they remembered the family's initial reluctance to embrace celebrity culture fully. Adding fuel to the fire was the fact that Amy included behind-the-scenes details about Dax's modeling gigs, including information about the brands he worked with and the locations of his shoots. To some, this level of detail felt unnecessary and excessive. One fan commented, "Why does she need to give us every single update? It's like she wants us to know exactly how successful her son is becoming." Others chimed in, saying that Amy's posts lacked authenticity and seemed calculated to generate attention rather than genuine connection. Defenders of Amy quickly rallied to her side, arguing that she was simply doing what any proud parent would do. They pointed out that social media platforms are designed for sharing personal updates, and Amy was merely using hers to document a meaningful chapter in her son's life. Supporters also noted that Amy has always been open about her faith and values, making it unlikely that she would intentionally act contrary to them. "She's not bragging, she's celebrating," one defender wrote. "If your kid did something cool, wouldn't you want to tell people about it?" Despite the support, the debate continued to escalate as more fans weighed in on the issue. Some brought up past controversies involving the Duggar family, such as allegations of hypocrisy or scandals involving other members of the household. These incidents led some critics to view Amy's actions through a more skeptical lens, interpreting her behavior as part of a pattern rather than an isolated incident. Others dismissed these comparisons as unfair, insisting that each situation should be judged on its own merits. Interestingly, the conversation extended beyond Amy's perceived boasting to broader questions about parenting styles and societal expectations. Many participants in the discussion reflected on their own experiences with social media and how difficult it can be to strike the right balance between sharing and oversharing. Some admitted that they, too, struggled with knowing when to celebrate their children's achievements without coming across as boastful. Others expressed frustration with the double standards that seem to exist online, noting that women in particular are often criticized for behaviors that might go unnoticed if exhibited by men. Amidst the heated exchanges, a few voices called for greater empathy and understanding. One user wrote, "We don't know what Amy's intentions are, and maybe we're reading too much into her words. Instead of attacking her, why don't we focus on supporting Dax and encouraging him to pursue his passions?" Another echoed this sentiment, adding, "At the end of the day, all parents want their kids to succeed. Let's try to remember that before jumping to conclusions." As the days passed, the controversy surrounding Amy's posts began to die down, though the underlying tensions remained unresolved. For her part, Amy appeared unfazed by the backlash, continuing to post updates about Dax's modeling journey without addressing the criticisms directly. Whether this silence stemmed from confidence in her choices or a desire to avoid further conflict remains unclear. What is clear, however, is that the incident reignited long-standing debates about the role of social media in shaping public perceptions of celebrities, and the challenges of navigating those perceptions as a parent in the digital age. In reflecting on the situation, it becomes evident that Amy's experience highlights a broader cultural phenomenon: the tension between individual expression and collective judgment. Social media provides individuals with unprecedented opportunities to share their lives and connect with others, but it also exposes them to scrutiny and critique on a scale never before seen. For public figures like Amy Duggar, whose personal lives are already subject to intense interest, this dynamic creates unique pressures and pitfalls. One lesson that emerges from this episode is the importance of intentionality in communication. When sharing milestones or achievements, whether big or small, it's crucial to consider how one's words might be interpreted by different audiences. While Amy may have intended her posts to convey pride and encouragement, some readers perceive them differently based on factors such as tone, context, and pre-existing biases. By cultivating awareness of these nuances, individuals can reduce the likelihood of misunderstandings and foster healthier interactions online. Another takeaway relates to the concept of authenticity. In today's hyper-connected world, audiences crave genuine connections and relatable content. When public figures appear to prioritize image management over sincerity, it can erode trust and lead to backlash. Conversely, when they demonstrate vulnerability and transparency, they often find greater resonance with their followers. For Amy, finding ways to authentically engage with her audience while staying true to her values could help mitigate future controversies. Ultimately, the story of Amy Duggar and the backlash over her son's modeling career serves as a reminder of the complexities inherent in navigating modern parenthood under the watchful eyes of millions. It underscores the need for compassion for ourselves and others as we grapple with the challenges of raising children in an increasingly interconnected yet polarized society. And perhaps most importantly, it invites us to reflect on our own assumptions and reactions, challenging us to approach disagreements with curiosity rather than condemnation. As the dust settles on this particular controversy, one thing is certain: the conversation around parenting, fame, and social media will continue to evolve. Whether Amy chooses to adapt her approach or remain steadfast in her convictions, her experience offers valuable insights for anyone seeking to navigate the delicate intersection of personal and public life in the 21st century.